just done a 112.3.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight's the night for some Indycar action around Indianapolis road course, and yet another attempt for me to properly finish a race without VR issues. So, fingers crossed. Hey, I thought I changed my stream title. Oh, crap. I didn't do that. Or it didn't save. I'm pretty certain that I did change it. Let me quickly change it now. Dun, 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 dun. Why didn't it save it?
Okay, Roy, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
I guess I forgot to save it myself. I don't know. Weird stuff going on. Right, that's good to go now. There you go. Alright, so a 42 lap race. We're looking at a likely free. And I'm. Fucking hell, this is getting annoying. Now my VR's gone again. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, my VR's gone again. It's so weird.
Oh, piss.
Hey, Jace. VR issues again. I'm almost starting to think that it has to do with the stream, but it can't be because that's on a different PC, so... So weird. So weird, so weird, so weird. Come on, you think? Right, what I'm gonna do is...
Don't panic, Bruce, that's a low fuel run.
It's so stupid. I ran a test this morning, 4 hours VR, shaking my headset and all of that, and no issues. This is getting so frustrating. Man, what the fuck?
Radio check.
This is really frustrating now. It's so weird that it works when when I run a test. Yeah, but it really can't be because the stream is running from a separate PC that has nothing to do with my VR. And yesterday it's been running for 2 hours, 2.5 hours or something like that. Or yeah, 2 hours I think with the endurance race. So no, that can't be. But you almost start to think that it's just a pain. That's what it is. It almost makes you not want to race anymore until you are certain that it works. But yeah, it's... I'll probably run some more test races tomorrow night off stream, see how that goes. If it holds on or not. Yeah, it's weird. Very, very weird. That's for sure. Now, I hope I've had my bad luck. What was the password? Bloody hell. Okay, yeah. Still working, yeah. Right, thanks for the resub. 27 months, awesome. Really appreciate that, man. Hey, Marty. It's it's doing my head in, this whole thing with the VR. I've ran a test this morning, 4 hours in one session, shaking the headset around a lot, all of those things, no issues whatsoever. And now practice, we were like couple minutes in practice and it just stopped. No, it's so I've actually I wasn't shaking it now though, but yeah. I wonder if it could be the heat, but I would imagine. I wonder that it could be the heat, maybe, but then it probably should just have other issues than just losing the link connection to the PC. Wait, I might have another idea though, but yeah, that almost can't be it. That might fuck my wheel settings though. It's also another physical USB disconnection that it does. Because you don't hear. Yeah, I'm now on the beta version. I ran the test with that this morning and that ran
New
fine.
fastest lap for Dean or 22.1.
So, yeah, it does my head in. I really don't know. It's so frustrating now. Because right now I'm like, well, chances are very slim I actually get to finish this race. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we end up. I just hope if it goes out that it doesn't affect anyone else.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now. Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat into them.
But yeah, it's... I even did a full, complete clean reinstall and all. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe...
Just 2 minutes left.
I don't think it's actually a headset issue, because others have reported issues as well, but the weird thing is when it works when I test it, and I had my wheel connected this morning and all of that, just to see if there weren't any conflicts there. Yeah, it's odd.
That's a new fastest lap for Dean on 17.2.
Do you not get penalties for speeding in the pit lane in practice? Is that something I've just missed?
You never have.
Oh, fair dues.
I've always sped it.
Yeah, normally do.
I've been speeding out of the pit lane for years.
I think it's only in quali.
Yeah, so in practice you can do what you want.
But yeah, fingers crossed, guys. That we don't run into any more issues tonight. I actually did have at some point during a test, I don't know when it was, that it would drop out.
Sector 2 time is
I
okay.
think that might have been before I got your files, Marty, but I'm not sure. That it would drop out after I've started it. like a couple minutes afterwards, and then it would keep working. So yeah, fingers crossed that's the way it is now, but it's not anymore the
Checker flags out.
reliable
P11.
connection that I used to have. So yeah. It is bloody annoying, that's for sure. Yeah, I've always had a piece of tape over the sensor. And let me check. Yeah, that's still on, as it should be. So, yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm actually always using a tape over the sensor thing. Because sometimes when I would put it upwards a little bit to have a look at my screen or my OBS or something like that, then it would
That's the end of
drop
the
out
session.
and it
P10.
would take a little moment before it came back on, which is not ideal.
Right, let's do it.
Yep, good luck.
Look, lads.
It's becoming annoying as well that I never get to properly finish my stream the way I would like to. But yeah, we'll see. So fuel and tire usage is ×2. There is a mandatory pit stop during the race where we need to change 4 tires as well. We've got Jace in the race. Yeah, thanks Buggety. Gonna need it. I mean, last night I was fairly confident until, well, that one moment. But now I'm just not confident at all anymore, especially after what just happened. I will just have a go with
It exits clear.
my old
Okay,
cable
Roy, we've got
just to make
14
sure that
minutes to get the job
this
done.
one doesn't
We need to
have
get some
any
heat into these
hiccups,
brakes.
which causes it at some point. Just to be sure. You never know. Must admit, I've been away for the most part today, so and also I haven't checked if there were any new stuff on the meta forums, any new possible fixes or stuff like that. And yeah, as I said, I'm fairly convinced
The
it's
leader
not
is just
the
done
headset.
112.1.
But then again, if it is, then I might need to upgrade sooner than I would like.
The guy in front has just done a 112.9. Okay, Roy, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up, P4. Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
So yeah, Jace is also in this race. Jace likes his Indycar. Yeah, I've tried that already. I tried several with different USB 3 ports with different speeds, the 3.1, 3.2 or what it's called. Actually, because I've seen people mention that using a 3.0 port or something, the slower ones seem to have
You've got about 3 laps of fuel
better.
left. Sector 3 is 1.5
Oh,
off the pace.
That can
Your
go
brakes are
out
hot
the
all
window
round.
for me at least.
The guy ahead has just done a 114.2.
I did have a tip for someone else in the league to shut down all the
10 minutes to go, that's 10
processes
minutes left.
in Task Manager. Then
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
and unhook the cable from the headset, then start the MetaLink software, plug the headset in, and then run a connection test and then set up the link. It's quite a bit of faffing about, but if it does work, then that might be worth a shot. But yeah, to be honest, I mean, it's almost a year I'm using VR now, and this is the worst that I've had it. I've never had those issues. Only issues where OpenXR would break or something like that after update, but never these issues.
Good lap, that's your quickest so far. 2 laps of fuel remaining. The guy ahead's lap time is a 113.8.
Bit late on the brakes.
That might be outside track limits.
You think?
Mind these track limits, please, Roy.
But yeah, who knows, when I upgrade to Quest 3 I might also upgrade and get a dedicated router, but not sure. Need to see. I even tried the ALVR, that's also a similar thing I think to Steam Link and Virtual Desktop, but that didn't run well. And if it ran well it looked like crap, so not gonna do that.
We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap.
Ah,
You're outside
Infinity,
track limits there.
what the beep? Come on now. Hey, 115.4. I did a 114 in practice already with fuel load. Am I? Yeah, those are the soft tires. Okay. And to ride again. Good thing I asked Tinas to be host again tonight. I kinda don't always want to do that, especially with the RPM League races, as that's basically my league, but with these issues, it's just so unreliable now.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
And I also really don't want to go back to a monitor, because that's just odd now. That's just strange.
Let's get some heat into these brakes. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
And the biggest frustration is that when you run tests for several hours without issues, and then when you actually need it to work, it just bills out. That's just the most annoying thing, basically.
Did I just get in your way, Jake?
I don't know if it was entirely you, there was just a lot of cars on the track and it was a bit of an
So I let 2 go, I didn't realise there was 3, sorry.
It's only the first one. I'd only put enough fuel in for that one extra lap that I just started as well, so unfortunately I had to pit, but it doesn't matter.
Sorry, I don't know if that was you, but...
Okay, Roy, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Turn one of the pits, but there was someone right next to you.
Sorry, okay.
Running down the track, so sorry.
Oh, now I let you out.
Sector 1 is 4.1, off the pace.
Yeah, I'm on an outlap still, you should have kept going, mate. Is that you behind me? Go, go, go. I'll have the tow, thank you very much. Oh, he's already gone.
Sector 2 is
Yeah, but the thing is,
off the pace.
I'm not running OBS on my PC where my VR is
Tyre
connected
temps are all
and running.
fine.
And as I run OBS on a
Just
separate
done
PC, so
111.9.
that really can't be the thing. I don't have OBS.
P8, that's your
At
quickest
least-
lap in this session. Your brakes are hot.
I do
Sector
have
3
OBS
is
on my game
1.3
PC
off the
to
pace.
use to make some recordings every now and then, but that's not running. And that hasn't been updated in a while now. Hasn't even run in a while now. I've rolled back Nvidia drivers
You're second off in Sector 1.
just to see if those cause it, but nothing, just nothing. So yeah,
Sector 2 is 0.8, off the
that's the thing,
pace.
you try to think of what could be the reason that it does it. And yeah, I always make sure when I do the test runs,
That's your
that I
fastest lap
have
today.
everything like open
You're
keyboard
second off the pace in Sector
and
3.
Discord, all of those things running. And I don't think Discord voice will be causing it, if I'm honest. That doesn't seem likely to me. Alright. I'm afraid to grab my drink now, but I really want to grab a bit of a drink. Alright, pit strategy. New. Fingers crossed.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Turn that off. Okay. What does it take? Okay, you can take fuel just without any issues. Okay. Or tires, actually, is what I meant. Noise, noise, noise. On the headset, yeah, yeah. I assume it runs the same version. So, yeah. Yeah. I think I'll just wait with Meta with updates, because I do believe that that's a part of a fix, a reliable fix. But yeah, weird. It's very weird. I've turned off every power management for USB ports. So that's not it. And like last night it ran for almost 2 hours, I think, with my stream. 1 hour race, 30-minute practice, 50-minute quality, a little waiting time. Yeah, so approximately 2 hours last night. So yeah, we'll see if we can at least finish the race. I actually did a LFM race in the Ginetta GT4, what's it called? Yesterday as well, in the afternoon. That was a 20-minute race with 10-minute quali. No issue there.
That's the end of the session. 8th place.
I'm also running a test on AMS2, obviously. So.
Bloody 111s, JK. Well done, mate. Very nice.
Thank you, mate.
Couple minute break, lads, if you want. We've got a 42 lap race coming up, so we'll go at 40 past the hour if you want to take a quick piss or whatever.
I see tires are free, but is it slower because the outlaps?
Yeah, they'll go on cold, but you have to change tyres once. At least once.
It is slower.
Yeah. Your outlap will be slower, I think so, yeah, because they go on. I think they go on cold.
But I mean, overall, you don't know whether it's.
Oh, no idea, mate.
Just
no idea.
did not change. No, okay.
Yeah, tyre wear is on 2. We're doing half of the full race distance, so if you watched the race, was it yesterday? That might give a good clue.
I think change tyres.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Especially if you take a full tank of fuel, then it doesn't cost you any extra time.
Yeah, I thought maybe the 2 laps that you're slower because of the cold tires.
Yeah.
Time.
Nah,
Time?
I think you'd be fine.
Alright. Here we go. So I got Tex behind me, Jace and Dean. Lovely. Good luck, Jace, if you're still listening.
I didn't account for the formation lap with my fuel calcs.
Was it 3 full tanks and then you only just make it, or what?
It's like 3 and a, it's over 3.5. Yeah.
Okay. So like 45 for the last stop or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I'll adjust the fuel load.
I think I'm gonna go for 50 just to compensate for the formation lap, and assuming I'm on the fucking lead lap by the end. Right, did anyone say they were going for a break? I didn't hear anyone.
I did, but I'm back now.
Sorry if I didn't hear you.
Good to go here.
No,
Good to go.
Okay, should we do it?
Yeah. I'll go before I leave.
42 laps. The pit window opens on lap 1.00 P8.
1.00. Oh, fuck me, Jim. Oh, wait. Strategy, did I select that? That one? Yeah. Just to be sure. Alright. Good to go. Let's go, boys. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, look, that's...
Jace is the only one missing from voice. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Hey, Bumblebee. Good to see you. Thank you very much. And yeah, well, let's.
Alright, right, be ready.
Oh. If I can finish this race without my VR crashing, that. Oh.
That's a good.
What happened there? You tried to warm up your tires, Jake.
Yeah, just gasoline. I've also got a penalty for passing the start.
So,
Yeah, and I managed to get one because I thought I had to wait a bit.
Well, I am very sorry about that, frankly. That is fun.
Yeah, thanks.
let's hope that 2 seconds don't make a difference. But if it does, mate, we can remove that at the end. If it costs you a position, we can fix that on the standings.
Alright, so just ignore it then?
Yeah, ignore the penalty. The game will obviously give you it, but at the end we can adjust points and stuff if that does affect your finishing position. Because it won't stop you in the pits for 2 seconds. It will just add it on at the end, I believe.
Yeah, it'll add it to
It's
your.
no drama anyway. I doubt 2 seconds will make a difference after 42 laps anyway.
Yeah, well, be glad that you have it updated. Well, Magdi has a Quest 3 and he didn't have it.
I've done the same thing.
I don't know. Do I just carry on then?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, or you'll get a penalty like me.
This is interesting.
Should I do 100 through the last bend then? I'm not used to this. I've never led a start before.
Go. Car right. You're on the left, 3 wide. He's still there.
Fuck me,
Hold
they're
your right
going.
side's clear. On your right. Clear right. Car right. 3 wide, you're on the left.
3 wide, that's not what you
Right
want to hear
side.
going into T1.
Hold your line. Clear right. Car right.
Oh,
Right
lock
side's
up.
clear.
Oh, good. Massively.
Okay, Roy, decent start. We can build something from here.
There's the cone. There goes the cone.
Pit window open, 7th position.
Ran by it.
We think you might have gone outside of track limits there.
At least I didn't gain anything. Lost 2 positions because of that. Yeah. Well, I'm still thinking about upgrading to a Quest 3 somewhere this year, hopefully. So I'm not gonna do anything on this headset anymore. That's for sure. Other than maybe throw it out the window in frustration at some point, but wait, where's P11
The leader's just
then?
done a 114.0.
Where's Jake? Oh, he's...
The gap to P8 in front
What
is
the
now
fuck, where
0.8.
is Jake?
P9. Your lap time was at 117.7. Sector 1 is 2.4. Off the pace.
Oh, there's a flat spot again. Lovely stuff.
Should push past just one charge over the way.
Yes. When you push the pause, you need to brake a little bit harder or earlier as well.
Your brake temperatures are pretty high.
Thanks, Jim. Always the one who delivers the good news to us.
That lap time was 115.1. That's your best lap in the session.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Again, please stop, car.
You're outside track limits there. Car right, clear right. Stay between the lines, please, Roy.
If only my car would stop. Maybe I should have opened up the brake ducts a bit more. Go on 50 or something. Oh, Quado is dropped back a little bit. Tina still in the lead? No, he's not. Didn't hit a cone, did not hit a cone.
The leader has just done a 113.8. The gap to 8th place ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
Ooh, made it. T1. Nice. Tech's in the lead already. Any chance? No, beefy. Track limit? Fuck
Track limits,
you.
watch those lines.
Blimey, that's a bit strict.
The gap ahead is now 1.9.
Get a wheel spin.
Okay, Roy, you've got half your fuel left.
Tires are overheating massively. Blimey. Man, my tires are cooking. It's a sunny day at Indy.
The gap in front is now 1.7. Alright, Roy, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. P9. Your right front has got minor wear.
Would actually be nice to get fresh tires at the pit stop, just because they are still cold. Man.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. You've just done a 115.4. The gap to P8 ahead is now 2.1 seconds.
Six liters of fuel. Well, yeah, 2 more laps after this one indeed. Oh!
You've just gone out of track limits.
Yeah, just a little bit. All tactics, trying to cool my tires on
We've
the
seen a bit
grass.
of wear on your front tyres.
Didn't work.
Only 2 more laps of fuel.
Well, we actually need to make 2 more pit stops, or 3 pit stops. So I can just as well just go and do a pit stop. At the end of this lap.
The gap to P8 ahead is now 2.4 seconds. Okay, pit stop requested.
It's pit empty. Yeah. Oh! Where's the line? Where's the line there?
Look out for the pit speed limit.
At least I've got a clear pit lane now. Pit entry. Look at those guys. They're working their butts off. Man, they're
We're
fast.
done. Go, go.
Let's go. Tex is in the lead. 6-second pit stop. The leader should be coming into pit lane now, I think. You kinda have to.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
Cool tires, cool tires.
Your brakes are cold. Be careful. The leader is pitting now.
Can I do an undercut on Jace? Probably not. I don't know if undercut is really a thing in
Why was my
Indycar.
car repairing? What the hell?
Okay, Roy. The next car is Dean.
Come on, push the boss. Chase is in the pits.
10th position.
At the exit. That's actually nice. Fast chase at the pit stop.
The leader's pitting now.
Now I gotta make a run for it. Oh, don't do that. And don't do that either.
Looks like that was outside track limits.
At this rate, I might as well just give him the position. Bloody hell.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining. 8th place. That was 115.7.
Why am I getting a track limit warning?
We've been warned about track limits.
What the fuck? Am I too much on the curb there with 4 wheels or something? Is that what's going on there?
I don't know, boost just not working.
You have to hold it.
Yeah, I know. I've raced the cars before, and like my keybind on my keyboard or my wheel aren't working. I'm just gone to the board to check in. It's right keybind.
Okay, Roy, you're reeling. P7 in. The gap is 2.0 seconds.
I think I went across that white line there too far. Oh, I don't have a lot of push bars left. Let's take it easy with that.
The leader has just done a 113.0.
Chase is not really closing in on me yet. He did a faster lap there though.
The gap to P9 behind is now 2.4.
Now on that one, if you take too much of the inside curb, it'll give you a track limit warning as well. I know that much.
The gap to P7 ahead is now 1.9 seconds.
At least I'm somewhat in a battle. Can't really make a mistake. Or if Jace hunting me down. I've still got a pretty decent visual on Tark in front, which is nice.
You've got half your fuel left. You've just done a 114.8.
Oh, not a track limit. Stay with 4 wheels in the white
The gap
line,
in front
or
is
2
now
wheels.
2.3 seconds.
Hey Manoa. Yeah, with the pit strategy, I pitted basically a lap earlier to undercut Jace. It does mean that in the final pit stop I will need to take a little bit more fuel than he will probably.
P8.
So things might still change. Especially when I do that.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Really on the edge on T1 there. That's my tires warming up. Okay.
The gap to E9 behind is now 2.6.
Wait, what?
A lapsed car's allowed to unlap themselves.
Yes, you are if you can do it safely.
3 laps of fuel remaining. That lap was at 115.2.
Actually, take both of them.
Yeah, I'm struggling quite a bit, so when you get close, I'm not even going to fight it.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to fight you for it, obviously, so that's why I asked.
Check the racing line.
Thank you, matey.
Dark is going
The
quick.
gap in front is now 2.9 seconds. Only 2 laps of fuel left. Sector 1 is 0.7
Like
off the
Jace
pace.
has
Sector
made
2 is
a
0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
How much fuel? 2 more laps after this one.
The leader's just done a 112.8.
Going to struggle a bit more with my tires.
This is the last lap of fuel. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Wheel spin there. Not ideal.
box this lap. Please, Roy. Should be coming out into clear air. On exit, we should be in position 9, a few seconds behind P3.
Pit entry is so hard to see.
Watch your speed.
Oh, Chase is coming in as well. He should have probably been able to go one lap longer, if I'm honest.
Go, go!
Alright.
The lead car's pitting.
Alright. So 20 laps, 6 is 10.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line.
Needs another full tank of fuel, I reckon.
Bruce is leading the race.
Cold tires, cold tires, cold tires. Oh, Jace went off, I think, on his cold tires. Let's warm them up very nicely now. Pretty convinced he was closer at the pit stop.
The leader, Bruce, is pitting. The gap to P9 behind is increasing. It's now 7.3 seconds.
This car is quite enjoyable to drive, I must admit. I do prefer the old F1 layout from 2006 of this track. It would be nice if we can get that at some point, but where it uses the whole banked corner. Oh, don't do that.
You're out of track limits there.
I know. I was. Right. 9 laps, that's lap 33. So yeah, that's basically another full tank of fuel, I guess. Some of the guys were mentioning 50 liters, but I don't think that's gonna work. I will probably get lapped this race. Yeah, JK.
Okay, Roy, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. You're reeling, 7th position. In. The gap is now 3.7 seconds.
No, because the refueling takes longer than changing tires. So it doesn't make sense to keep the tires on, other than that they have a bit more temperature in them. So yeah, it would save you a little bit of time, but not very much.
The leader has just done a 112.4.
So yeah, that's the main
gap to
thing.
P7 ahead is
For
now
example, the final
3.7.
stop would be a lot slower or a lot less fuel, then not changing tires might be quicker, but changing tires only takes like 2 or 3 seconds or something, I think. Which really isn't a lot.
Alright Roy, that's good consistency, keep it up. You've just done a 115.3.
Chase is also consistently 4 times quicker. However, you never know, maybe he used a lot of his push to pass on those laps.
The gap behind is now 4.2.
Yeah. As it might change a little bit.
Good luck, Jake. I was actually enjoying just following you.
I've
Rear tires are toasty. Hitting like 109 on the rear.
I pitted
You've
one
used
lap
half your
earlier
fuel.
than the others on the first pit stop, just to make sure I have a clean pit entry and all that. So I'm a little bit off sync compared to the others, so I will need to take a little bit more fuel at the final stop, but that wouldn't be like 4 seconds extra. Depending on the car and track combo, me and Jace are usually fairly similar paced. But it's just nice to not be at the back of the pack and very lonely, because I still need to push to stay ahead. Not push to pass, but push to stay ahead. And we're gonna get
Okay
JK.
Roy, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Lapping us.
Your last lap time was at 115.3.
Oh, lock up. That's not good. Who's in front of me there? Other shake. No, I don't think so unless he makes a big
Car in
mistake.
front is 1 lap behind.
So yeah, I don't really think that's gonna happen unless he makes a mistake or has an issue at his pit stop or has something. His fastest lap is 2/10 quicker than mine, so yeah. Not a lot, but 2/10 in a 42 lap race. Each lap, which it wouldn't be, but he can't make a big mistake because then I would be on him, basically.
The gap ahead is now 4.5 seconds. 3 laps of fuel remaining. That lap time was 1:15.3. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Oh, big lockup. I don't need to do that though. That does not help me. Now it locks up every single time, of course. If I even look at my brake pedal, they lock up. Oh, JK, okay. I need to be aware that the leaders are coming through, or at least the leader is. JK is blindingly quick.
The gap to P1 behind is now 4.0. 1 lap ahead. Blue flag. Only 2 laps of fuel left.
2 laps, okay.
Blue flag.
How many laps? 9 laps. I need to check my strategy.
Blue flag.
I can do 1 more lap after this one.
Heads up, there's a car exit in the pits. You've only got enough fuel for this
On
lap.
my right, JK. I'll ease off earlier.
Good consistency, keep them coming. On your right. Clear right.
There you go, that didn't cost me any
The
time.
gap to B9 behind is now 5.2 seconds.
That does, though. Oh, Tark made a mistake. I'm closer to Tark now. Alright, let's talk strategy. 33. Yeah, it doesn't really matter a lot, I would say. Oh, don't do that. Oh wait, that's Tinez. He had a mistake.
Okay,
Oh,
Roy,
made
you're
his pit
reeling
stop
B7
already.
in. The gap's now 1.6 seconds. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Has Tinez made his final pit stop already? He must have, or made a mistake.
The lead car's pitting. Watch your speed limit in the pits. We expect there'll be no traffic
There
on
comes
exit.
Jace.
We should come out into position 9, a few seconds behind P4.
Is that Jace? Yeah. Tinez was...
Go, go, go.
No, Tinez already made his final pit stop. Jace is only now driving away. Interestingly enough. Yeah, I should have enough fuel now.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
Cold tires, of course. What's this? Oh look, push the pass. Let's use that. Oh, Jace is well behind now. Maybe he took another full tank of fuel.
The gap to P3 behind is now 4.1. 1 lap ahead. Blue flag.
Martinez is still in P7, so he must have made a mistake somewhere. Or just pitted a lot earlier. Maybe he pitted and went off. I don't know. Entering the pits or not? No, he's not. Oh, Jack.
Car right, clear right. You're out of track limits there.
That does not help me at all. How many laps? A couple more laps. Leaders are on lap 37 already. I know why Tech said that. He probably doesn't have to pit, and he knows JK is well out of reach. Dark in the pits now. Doesn't have to stop that long, so Jace has dropped back quite a bit. He thinks.
The leader has just done a 111.7.
Ah, that's why. Still have to make a pit stop. Tark still in the pit? Oh, he just exited. Okay. Where did I start? Did I start in P8? I think I might have.
You're reeling P7 in. The gap is
P9 and I got 2
7.3.
freebies from the formation lab. 1 freebie? I don't know. I forgot. I lost count. Leaders on lap 39, so 4 laps. So far I didn't have like a major spin
Okay,
or
right.
anything.
You've used half your fuel.
That's quite nice. Do appreciate all of you tuning in, guys and girls if there are any. It's good to see all of you. No, this isn't default setup. I am running, I think, mostly default though. I'm honest. Quite enjoy it. And I will be just glad to be able to actually finish the race without VR issues, and now I just jinxed it probably.
The gap to P7 ahead is increasing. It's now 9.4 seconds.
Yeah, it could be. I kind of lost track of it because of what happened on the formation lap with 2 people. I did manage to pass Jace with the strategy undercut, which was quite rather nice. I do think he's made a couple much worse mistakes or anything, or had a worse off
That
track
did
than
no
I
good,
had.
did it?
Two laps left.
The fix all no. Well, I've been having issues with my VR link losing connection, which is an issue with Meta software apparently. Over the past week, I barely have been, I've barely been able to make a race until the end.
Was that a 4th stop for you then, Tex?
Yes.
4th stop, okay. Did you start with quali fuel then? No answer.
The gap to 7th position. Ahead is increasing. It's now 9.7. Last lap.
I was gonna say, this is the last lap. Quite enjoying this car, I
The
must
window
admit.
closes at the end of this lap.
I like open wheelers in general, especially F1, but this is so good. No, and the thing is, when they add new stuff, that also brings more bugs, so they'll never fix all of the bugs. And to be honest, what game developer nowadays does fix all bugs in a game?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, finish the race. Oh, for the first time in a long time. Phew.
P8, that's the end of the race. Never
That's a
mind.
relief, I must admit. Whew. Yeah, it does, Magdi. It does. Maybe it needs to have a disconnect and then after that it starts working properly. I don't know. I did just link it up before I started, so maybe I need to do that a little bit earlier and see how it goes. Or it's weird. It's very weird. But hey, I finished. That's the most important thing. But yeah, it's an odd issue. Yes, I managed to finish a race without my VR crapping out.
Yay, GG.
Nice.
That's a big relief, I must admit.
Car
My
left.
race just about ended with
Clear
a way to
left.
go.
Car left.
JK,
Three wide,
did
you're on the
lose it or
right.
Did you spill intentionally?
I
Left
was trying to
side.
do a power slide, but it
Clear
failed
left.
miserably.
Oh, Jace, what did Jace do?
Well done on the window, JK. Michelet with the podium. Bruce, well done.
And
What,
what-
so, what, Quato got hit by JK on Quato's last lap? When
No. It was just like I had to swerve and I just
Oh,
clenched
right.
my ass, just clenched my ass cheeks a little bit.
Well, I fucked my race. My first stop, for some reason, I think I repaired the engine. And then my last stop, I probably should
I
have
wonder
taken
why
tyres, so I
Jace
did a
has
bit of
so
off
much
track and
penalties.
holdies. But I really enjoyed that, lads. Thanks for racing.
That's a whole lot penalty,
Yeah,
basically.
that was fun.
What happened
Yeah.
there, Tex? I didn't
Great
expect,
fun.
Didn't expect me to do another stop.
I was bored. I knew it was gonna be P2 anyways. I thought maybe I come out of the pits right behind Michelin.
Yeah, Jace.
With a new set.
What's that about? At
Yeah,
least,
fair enough.
at least good to see that Quato's penalty didn't affect his finishing position by the looks of it. So that's good. So
Ah, cool.
still odd, but yeah. And I will have a talk with Jace why he has 1 minute and 10 seconds penalty in my chat. So that's almost a whole lap.
I'm betting that's 3 speeding violations and a pit lane violation on top or something like that.
Yeah, it has to be. I'll have a talk with him.
How many times can you cross the line? The pit exit? It's easy to do.
I did that once.
Yeah, you
I-
can
I-
if on
I don't
time
know,
trial,
the first
but
2 times I stopped on cold tyres, I managed it fine, but the third
the
time
thing
I
is with
stopped,
setups,
I went over the pit
what
line.
suits
and
someone
down the
else
track.
is driving
I don't know
style
why, but I
does
was
have to
struggling
suit.
that last stint. I
suit
guess
me,
the clouds had gone
so.
and the track was a bit hotter. I don't know what it was.
Crossed it once, but I didn't know if you cross it twice, you get a penalty, or do you get 3 strikes?
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest. I also had 1.
I think it's 2. I think.
Yeah, I thought
So the second one is a penalty, or 2 warnings, then a penalty?
I think the second one's a penalty.
Oh wow, okay.
Good race anyway.
Yeah, it was a good race. Well done, JK, Michelin, P2, Bruce, P3. Very well done.
Yeah, nice one, boys.
Quite an enjoyable combo this.
I've no idea where my quali pace came from, but I just couldn't stay in the 13s. Or I was in like I was in 114s mostly, I think. But you guys at the front were just mega quick. Well done.
There was one point you were catching me, and then you just sort of dropped away. I'm not sure if you.
I think that was battery. I had better tyres than you for a bit, and I guess there was a portion of the race where you weren't boosting much, and I was maybe.
I didn't boost until the last stint at all.
But was
okay.
that your
Yeah, I was
second
boosting then.
line cut off the pit exit?
I think my 6th gear might have not been long enough as well. I don't know if my setup wasn't ideal. I almost got
too much.
Michelin with
It
the,
has to be your
the
second.
overcut on the last.
Because I've
The last pit
also
stop
had
before.
one warning.
I left my tyres on so they'd come out warm, so I could like proper fight him out the pits. And I almost got it.
You finished within a second of him there, didn't you?
I think I was probably following him about that for the entire race. Yeah.
Wow, bloody hell.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
spectating the last 5 laps.
Radio check.
Close for a long time.
Okay, word from Jace. On the last pit stop, he was caught speeding into the pit, and then on exit, he on cold tires cut the line at the exit, and that caused another penalty. And that was, according to him, his second time crossing that exit line.
There we go.
How much rear wing did you have, Bruce?
I don't know. It's 30 something.
Well, the pit exit is quite, or pit entry is also quite tricky because you can't really see where it is. So you have to aim for something that you really can't see unless there's
Are
a
you doing the
reference
honours
point that
this
I'm missing.
evening, Roy?
Yeah, I am. I'm doing a quick break, dry up a little bit, and then have a look at the replay.
Cool. Right, I'll see you there.
What tyres were everyone on?
I went option the whole time.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. I was overheating my rears, so I
Alright,
mixed.
turn on the replay.
Prime on the rear, soft on the front.
Oh wow.
I started on the blacks. I did the first 2 stints on the blacks, and it was sketchy out the pits. And at the
Yeah.
start,
But yeah,
you
the
lost
pit exit here is also
Well,
quite
thanks for letting me
weird.
experience a rolling race start there, JK. I've not done that before at the front.
no worries.
Nice recovery.
Were they faster in the racing stint?
No, to be honest, they weren't. I think the last 2 or 3, no, maybe last 4
Alright.
laps, they were faster. But
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Like the softs seem to get proper sketchy for me on the rears when they started to overheat.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, they get
the primes at the rear weren't overheating; they were quite nice. But yeah, it was good fun.
The rear's got like 110. You go faster on a new set with full tank than at the end of your stint.
Yeah.
So our next round, we've had to do it on a Thursday. We're actually using one of RPM's off-season slots for the Indy 75 on the oval layout. That's in, I want to say, a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. Hold on.
Next, not this Thursday, but the one after that.
Thursday the 22nd, yeah. And then the last 3 rounds
No.
will just be on usual Sunday
I only
slots.
took tires and
WIFI,
fuel.
then Road
in the
America,
pits.
then Laguna Seca.
Thanks for
That's like
joining
June,
this
July,
one.
August. Yeah.
Thanks for joining this one, everyone. It was good fun.
Well done for finishing, Roy.
Yeah, well, tell my VR headset. But yeah, especially after having it crap out during, during practice. So yeah, I was holding, or very anxious to see if it would hold on for the race, but it did, so.
Well, let's hope that's the end of it, mate.
Yeah, let's hope. Alright guys, thanks for joining and hope to catch you next time.
Right, lads, peace.
Cheers, guys.
See you guys.
Cheers guys, bye bye.
See you.
Alright. On the first pit stop you mean? I actually went in a lap earlier. Just because I was thinking about the undercut. I don't know if that would have been a thing, but yeah, so that's why. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a quick break and when I get back we'll have a look at all the incidents. No, I never repaired. Though that does explain why you were dropping back. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ian Bell, SMS. I'm pretty convinced you're not the real Ian Bell because you don't have any profile picture at all, but good to see you anyways, even if you are. Thanks, but we already finished the race. Oh man, that was warm. That was a warm one. Alright, so did Jake? I guess Jake got damaged already. It's a shame that we can't view the formation lap as well. Hey Tex, that's a shame. He must have had damage straight away. And Dean, Jace. Oh yeah, I think I ran wide as well on T1. I actually, at some point into T1 we were 3 wide, I think. Wait, Tex on the inside. I think, yeah, I think people were sleeping, but I think people were sleeping. I actually had a pretty decent start. And then there was someone who came through pretty quickly. Who was that? JK. Oh. Had a good start. Sleeping, being careful, yeah. Tomato, tomato. Oh, I had a lock-up, I think. Did I... Hey, Jack. Did you get damage from your little spin on the formation lap? Because you went into the pit straight at the start already. Hey, Quato. Yeah. I'm happy that I was able to... or allowed to finish the race without VR crapping out. Is there anything we need to look at that you guys can recall? We can't see the formation lap, unfortunately, because that would have been interesting to see what happened there. Jace, our penalty master. That's his new nickname from now on. Yeah, Rensport. I think there's a way to get it to work in VR, but I think that only works for the Epic Store version. I remember I've tried it in VR once. It was utter total garbage back then, and I honestly don't feel that it would have been improved a lot since it's using the Unreal engine. Hey Tines, Franz Penalty Meister. Yeah, indeed. I think this is where I run right. Yeah. I did ease off. Didn't gain any position or time. I actually lost positions there. To Jace and to Tark. And I managed to pass Jay's back at the pit stop. Yeah, we're only too well. If you do it, you need to do it right, don't you? Dean, I think Dean struggled with the car or with the combo a little bit. Jake, well, yeah. Jake was very unfortunate as well. If you spin on the formation lap, then, and if you get damage, then yeah. Good job for sticking it out though, Jake. That's always good to see. Oh, what happened there? I had a couple times, oh that was a track limit. I got a couple track limits there. For going over the white line with 4 wheels, I reckon. Sort of a freebie for text there. Yeah, I think the game version itself is the same. Just with Epic, you have I forgot what is Unreal VR or UVR or something like that, which you can use. Back, and I'm talking like 6 months ago, probably. So maybe they've changed things now. I must say that I need to look into AC Evo a little bit more in VR, but I did manage to find a couple settings which made it look pretty decent and also run fairly decent. So yeah, they did. But yeah, Unreal Engine and VR is just not a good mix. And to be honest, Rennsport is just not a very good mix. Alright, anything particular we need to look at? I assume JK will pass Bruce soon. But yeah, the softs were overheating a lot better, or quite a lot. Yeah, well, I had Ian Bell in my chat earlier. Probably not the real one, but you never know. I would expect the real one to at least hit the follow button on Twitch, so yeah. But yeah, the Project Motor Racing, yeah. Ideally it would just take all the strong points of each sim and combine that into one altogether perfect sim, but yeah. We'll see. It was JK who took out that little thing there. Well, Rennsport, I don't know. I got the beta key a long time ago for the Epic Store version, and it wasn't great. It's yeah. Back then, at least, the sounds weren't great. The force feedback wasn't too great. Yeah, LMU is gaining popularity, especially now they've got GT3 cars as well. So you see quite a few people basically moving over from ACC to LMU. No, I think they, well, depends on when LMU is actually done. It would in a way make sense for them as they have got a solid base to just keep adding a bit of DLC each season or something like that. And I think one of the devs actually mentioned that they would be able to probably add a couple more series to it eventually, so yeah, no worries, Jace, aka Frans Penalty Meister. Thanks for joining the race, and it was good fun, and hope to see you soon. Did anything happen at all with any of you guys? Well, I know Jake had a couple spins, I think, or a couple things, and was it Quato who had something? No, they basically are focused on LMU right now. You overtook TNAS? When did you do that? After pit stop? Well, yeah, I overtook Jace, but that was because he had a pit stop where he repaired because I pitted one lap earlier than Jace did, and he repaired his car every single pit stop, so lap back or so. Okay, that's so good. Yeah, we need to take what we get. Still not. Hey Swart, how are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, that's Jake. Okay. Well, that was anything. Not from where you were looking. Oh. Well, you always you're always lucky that we watch the replay and people remind ourselves. Yeah, no worries, Sword. No worries. Good to see you, and hope to see you soon. Good night. I had the same issue when I used boost. I pushed the pass. It pushed me off the track. Not sure actually. No, I don't think so. Probably only from my own car. No, not even that. No, doesn't show it. Doesn't show it. That would be nice to be able to see that. That's for sure. I don't know what's up with the map as well, because I'm pretty certain that at some point, at least during the beta, that used to work, even in the replay. So, I'm not sure. Will there be a pass here from JK? Nope, not yet. I do find these cars quite enjoyable to drive, I must say. Oh. Oof. I don't think he saw JK coming there. Yeah, he did. No damage though. What did you say happened to you, Tina? It's because at some point you dropped back behind Dark, I believe? Yeah, it was nice wheel banging. Yeah. A little bit of wheel banging. Ah, Jake. Again, good job for sticking it out till the end. Saves it cost you a lot, yeah. Yeah, I think Jace had a similar thing where he repaired everything at the first pit stop. I went into the pits a lap earlier. At some point I was sort of catching him. I also had that, mind you. That didn't help getting closer to Jace. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go into the pits one lap earlier because I knew we had to make 3 pit stops. And I was like, I don't want to run into people at pit entrance or something like that. But did you have it set wrongly in the in-car menu then? In your pit strategy or? Okay. I think this is a lap where I pit in, or a lap, next lap. The pit entrance is so tricky on this track because you can barely see it, and I wasn't sure where to aim for. So at 2 times I nearly spun on the pit entry. Or nearly spun, that's a bit exaggerated, but... And then... After the first pit stop I was reasonably closer to Dark. But never could really get close enough to even try a move on him. Yeah, Tina's doesn't do too bad. I think Tina's likes or is better in some slower shitbox cars basically. And yeah, we all have certain cars that we like more, unless you're like Dex and JK who are quick in basically everything they look at. But yeah, for me GT1s at Kielami Historic is my thing basically. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind front wheel drive, but it always takes some adjusting. That's for sure. Oh yeah, that's actually Jace's first pit exit line cross. Oh, so he didn't get a penalty there, but he did for the last pit stop. GT3, GT3, MSAC, envelope, yeah. So it's when you just once, yeah. Yeah, and that really shouldn't be a thing, to be honest. That should be, well, pretty much the same. Because in a way it shouldn't matter what type of hardware you have in order to be able to drive competitively. Apart from maybe load cell pedals and stuff like that, which helps with consistency. Ah yeah, that one, yeah. Yeah, that was a track limit warning. I had three warnings, I believe. All T1. Ah, Cueto. Pure talent. Yeah, well, one might say you forced Cueto into an error there. That can mean two things. Either it was just, oh, there's a car behind me, oh shit, or it's like, oh fuck, Tidas is behind me, oh shit. You never know. So old tires, so okay, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Better get out of the way. Yeah, coming close to a pit stop, tires were quite warm, to put it mildly. But yeah, that became a bit more tricky. Well, yeah, internal graphics aren't that great. And maybe on AMS2, depending on what internal graphics you have, you can get away with it. I'm not sure. But the other stuff, LMU maybe as well for a little bit. But AC Evo, oh no, I don't want to try that. Cueto and JK had something, that was towards the end, wasn't it? GTA coming soon? Well, GTA 6 isn't coming soon, is it? Very last lap, okay. Yeah, no worries. We'll get there in the end. That's like saying, like Razer saying, we're gonna release an update within the next 2 months. Mm-hmm. That's not gonna happen. Reza or Renato mentioned that they were gonna release updates nearly every month. I think those were his exact words. So yeah, in March they nearly got to release the update. In April they nearly got to release the update, and now in May they probably nearly get to release the update. So yeah, nearly every month. He was getting beta access soon 6 months ago. For AMS2 you mean? Yeah, I know Dan got beta access from MVRC. Johnny got beta access. So maybe they made a selection as well. Not sure. I don't know how many people were put forward and how many they wanted to add. But the thing is, and for me personally, I would have added those people and then start a cycle straight after that. But I think Johnny and Dan were added to the beta towards the end of the previous beta cycle, so I mean, yeah, racing with you guys is probably the best thing, and I'm not really someone who likes to grind for ratings on games like LMU or iRacing and stuff like that, and race unfamiliar people where you always need to expect the worst driving standards, basically, because in general higher splits or whatever also don't mean a lot. So okay, just you okay, might need to contact so you were set to get beta access. Yeah, that's all. Maybe you'll get it when they start the next beta cycle. Okay. Beta access. Well, they need more people joining the multiplayer races, mainly. That's the biggest reason. Especially because when you get a decent full grid with multiplayer, a lot of issues start to surface, so. Well, yeah, I mean, in general with the beta test races I get to do 2 out of the 4 in a week, because the early ones are too early for me usually, and that's why we start with RPM on Thursday at 10 o'clock, which is 15 minutes later than we always used to start, but that way I at least get to do the beta test race as well. So yeah, I get to do like 50% of the beta update or test races in general, if I don't have any other obligations. So, well, if you like to simulate like the career mode and all that, then the F1 games are decent for that, but in terms of driving, you're better off with AMS2 or AMS1 even. So, and don't even start about VR. Oh man, VR in F1 25. I mean, AC Evo at the start nearly made me puke, but F1 games can achieve that as well. Yeah, they really want you to join a lot. But back when I was added, which is now probably a year ago, not sure, or almost a year ago, Renato opened the thread where you could apply, so I replied to that one, and also mentioned that the times that I would be able to join, and I still got in. So yeah. But then again, I started my message with, I know I've been complaining or moaning a lot about issues in AMS2 and especially multiplayer, and if I can help in any way, even by just joining those races, I would do that, because when running leagues you run into issues, and yeah, it can only help us all basically. So VR, yeah. Well, it does have VR, but it's just crap. You can't use OpenXR, which is by itself, I think that worked on F1 23, but the ones after that it didn't work, or 22. And OpenXR is quite helpful in VR to gain a little bit more performance. So, alright, we were going to... Not Tina, oh, Tina's and Bruce, okay. So yeah, if you want to race F1 cars in VR, buy AMS2 and don't buy F1 games. Or indeed with triples. Or basically just in general, if you want to drive M1 cars. Exactly right. Best F1, Indycar, Endurance, GT. You managed to stay close to Bruce there. Oh wait, did I spoke too soon? Ah, not bad. It's a shame that you lost more time at your pit stop. I mean, I don't know how far behind you finished in the end, but... Opens the tab a bit now. Yeah, I quite like this car. To be honest, the Indycar mod, they haven't updated it yet. They are still working on an update for 1.6. But that mod car was really good as well. And I think maybe if we were to use that mod car, obviously because it's free, maybe we would have more attendance, because you either need the Racing USA Part 3 pack or just the original season pass, or be part of the Paddock Club. So yeah, I wasn't in that one, but what happened to you? You accidentally clicked out of the game or exited the server after quali, at the end of quali, or was it something like that? I vaguely recall hearing or seeing something like that. I'm just glad I got to finish at least a race. It's still a bit unreliable, my VR currently, but let's hope there'll be another update soon to fix it. Ah, okay, yeah. Oh, oh boy. Yeah, you probably were. To be honest, with the new UI update, some buttons on my wheel are doing different things. So sometimes I just open someone's Steam profile or stuff like that. Okay, sure. Ah, yeah, after calling for, ah, yeah. That had to be, I think actually exit is automatically selected, isn't it? So basically you only have to press enter once or twice and then you're out of it. It does ask you to confirm, I believe, if you hit exit. But yeah, maybe if you keep enter pressed, then it might register that as another key press. Oh wait, this is lap. Jason is also coming in, I think. Oh, next lap. Oh, oh, that was JK lapping me? Yeah. He pressed twice. That's also yeah. I figured that much. That's the same thing with the replays with the right mouse click in menus takes you back a menu, but in the replays it takes you back to the main menu. So what I did, which also isn't ideal when you want to make a screenshot or a photo, because you need to use your right mouse button then, but in my software from my mouse I disabled my right mouse button when AMSUnofficial starts. It disables that one, so I can click my right mouse button now accidentally and nothing happens. So yeah, after you have a couple times where you accidentally click your right mouse button, especially when you're at the end of the replay, that really does help a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I had the same thing a couple times when you were near the end of the replay. And I was like, I need to see if I can find a way. Oh, we need to see what Jace did. Apparently he has been speeding on this one. Can we see that? Yeah, that was a bit too fast. So yeah, that's what I actually did. I only need to manually change back to the normal profile. I think I might be able to change that though, but yeah, now I just need to press my middle scroll wheel to switch to the regular profile. But yeah, that doesn't really matter a lot. Yep, that was his second strike. That right there gauges you 1 minute and 10 seconds per. Oh, and then he did say he was thinking about quitting after that. He got those penalties, but that looks odd. Cold tires, of course. Or just didn't break at all. Yeah, when you already see the curb stones on the inside, you are alongside those, then you're a bit too late on the brakes. Yeah. Yeah, I think at this moment he was like, shall I quit? Ah no, let's continue. It's not very long to go. Yeah, let's go. I did see him dropping back a lot. Alright, now we need to go to Cueto and JK as we're heading towards the end of the race. .4, yeah, I think my first one was 6 point something. Yeah, the pit entry is very annoying, you really can't see that. And there also isn't really something that you can aim for. If there would have been something here, like a cone, but then a cone that you can't drive out of the way, basically. Yeah, I nearly spun the first time there. It is a tricky one. Indeed. Yeah, it's very hard to see. Overtook you on the pit entry? Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky one. But also the pit exit with the line, all that. Once you know it, then it's not an issue. But if you drive on this track for the first time or haven't driven on it a lot at least, then always the pit exit is always something that you need to be aware of. Grass, yeah. Actually think we need to stick with JK, probably. Shouldn't we? Yeah, I think so. I almost feel like someone went off there. Probably not. Yeah, probably nothing to see. I don't think there's a cone on that entry. I don't think there is. And on the exit there also isn't. Tina's bamboozled himself. Oh. Weaving on the straight. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Bit of wheel spin. If you could do it right, yeah, well, I was about to say that. Key thing is to make sure that you don't get overtaken. JK spin, you do another lap as well, okay. We'll have a look. I'm guessing we aren't far from that point. Yeah, it is. The cars don't have power steering, no DRS obviously, and all basically the same car. Oh yeah, I've done that a couple times, letting the leaders by just to avoid having to do another lap. Oh, that's Jace. Yeah, Jace went off. Good on him for waiting. For waiting a bit longer. Waiting much longer. Oh! Spins still look so odd in the replay. Oh. Yeah, maybe indeed Monza. I do think brakes on F1 cars are better than on the Indycar. Yeah, I can imagine that. I tried to... That right there, that was already a warning. There. So odd to lose it there, like that. Oh. He said it was deliberate. Nah, I don't believe that. Sorry, I don't believe that. Yeah. F1 compared to Indycar. Nah, that was not deliberate. Nah. I think in that corner there is one point where you can have a little bit less contact because of the banking. And if you have wheel spin, then that's basically it. So yeah, that was Quado going, fuck, I need to do another lap. Power slide across the line. Ah, okay. Well, the line was a little bit further away. Oh, there you mean. Yeah. Yeah, but trying a power slide in a Indycar? It was a bit too early. Yeah, a twitchy rear end. Right. Good fun though. Good fun. Good fun. So yeah. Tomorrow night, KCSR going to Branch Hatch GP in the TCR mod class cars. And on Tuesday, Formula Junior, Sebring Club. Hey, Tinas! Really? Is that a mistake or are you actually doing that one? Club, is that that's the top layout, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Ah, nice. Good. I don't think I've ever driven that layout. Or that shorter layout. Only the other one. Also with the jumps. And then on Thursday with RPM we're going to Road America in the final round of the GT1 Championship. Currently already 16 people signed up, so yeah. Get registered soon if you want to make that. Yeah, well, he's got a pretty good chance. I would say. TNS does well in that car normally, so no pressure, obviously. But he won the last time they won that car in the championship, so. But you never know. And there's only 7 people registered. Those races don't have a very high attendance, unfortunately. And I think NRT struggles a bit on the Fridays as well with attendance. No, I don't think you can. No. No, you might outscore me though. How much do you get? 35 points? How much do I have? Oh no, I've got more than 35 points. So yeah, also NRT doing a double header, sprint race format. First race 15 minutes, second race 20 minutes. On Sunday, NRT are doing around 6 out of the 7 rounds in the Formula 301 around Monza. So that's going to be a bit of a slipstreaming battle. And right after that one with CAI, we're doing Formula 1 at Imola. So during the afternoon, you can watch the real guys go around the track, and then in the evening, we are doing a half a race distance. So looking quite forward to that one as well. And then on May the 22nd, we are doing an oval race around Indy. Also with CAI. With RPM, we've done the same thing 2 times now, I think. And that was always good fun. A bit different driving oval. Now it only makes sense to do it under the CAI community, replicating real world events. And then 24th of May, endurance, 2 hours of Laguna Seca. Registration has opened for that one as well. I will need to check if I can do that one. Obviously, it all depends as well on how stable my VR is gonna be over the next days. But yeah, at least I got to finish a race, so that's a positive. But yeah, that it crapped out during practice still shows that there might be some issues here and there. So yeah, let's hope it gets back to its stable state very soon. Yeah, was good fun. Quite enjoyed that one. And as I said, really happy to be able to at least finish a race for once. Yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today. Dry Heat, thank you for the resub. The Prime resub. 27 months subs. Muggety yesterday, 43 months subbed. Nice one. Very much appreciate that. And I probably won't be able to make KCSR's race, and I might do some offline testing a bit more for VR. Well, the thing is, Tex, I never had any major issues, but the latest update from Meta basically screwed things up. And Marty sent me his install folder. That seemed to work yesterday, until I decided to go and make a pit stop. I wanted to grab a drink, and then it crapped out again. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's also not happening on the same after the same amount of time or anything like that, so it makes it very difficult. Tried different USB ports. I basically tried every solution I could find. Running beta software now, and that should work. Yeah, it's not sim related. It's just the headset loses the link connection with the PC, so it's related to the PC software mostly. So yeah, the beta seems to work better. The thing is, I run tests with it, and like this morning I had it running for 4 hours, without any hiccups, without issues, moving around the headset a lot and all that to see if there was a loose contact somewhere or something like that. I mean, you start thinking everything basically, and that all worked. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the issue that I had tonight may be related to not plugging in the cable in the right order. So I think I did change the order with the charger and the cable itself. So I'm gonna run some more tests, I guess. So yeah. Alright, time to go to bed. Yeah, I've got a cable with a external charging port, and that has got a certain order in which you need to plug those in. So I think I initially have done that the wrong way. So now you can't really roll back the drivers. It's broken. Meta doesn't have a rollback option, so Magati has sent me his install folder because last Thursday he ran and he didn't have any issues at all.
Sweat, baby. Sweat.
Very sweaty ballsack at the moment.
So yeah, it's and that seemed to work during testing, and last night with endurance race, after 1 hour in a 2-hour race, it crapped out again. So yeah, it's so odd, but yeah, I'll keep trying. So tonight was positive. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. Have a good night.
Mechanica says HUPNAAR bed nu tine nu is het afgelopen met dit gekleer. Ik wil JENIET meer horen.
Oh, having text to speech, speak Dutch is just, oh boy. Alright, really time to go to bed. Thank you a lot, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and hope to see you soon. Hopefully on Tuesday, if everything still works and all that, you know. Alright, good night everyone, bye bye.